Welcome back to Werewolf the Apocalypse. I had to think there for a moment. What game am I playing again? We are raging across New York in the world of darkness. We are avenging Gaia, aren't we? Yes, that's what we're doing. And this show is rated R for Aru.
Aru?
Boo! Boo, I say.
I don't know. That didn't work.
The show is rated R for reckless.
I
True.
mean, that too. Okay.
It's rated R for rough.
That works. That works.
That.
R for
All right.
rough. Yeah.
Jan cooked a little bit with that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was some cooking done.
And there will be mature themes, including, I don't know, body horror when bodies are absolutely destroyed by Arun claws, and mental health issues will be coming your way, audience.
This is a threat.
Yes, exactly. This is a threat. I am the storyteller, Mikael Hellstrom. This is Myth Machines. You want to join, of course, the channel, follow, subscribe, ring bell icons, do everything to join the protection of Gaia. Who is with us on this fine day?
Suppose I'll start. Hello, I'm Dominic, or Domi for short, any pronouns. I will be playing Rites, also known by the wolf name Themis, the Black Fury Philox. Somewhat mediator of the group, although I haven't done a whole lot of that recently, but we'll see.
Alright, I'm El Duende, pronouns any all. I'll be playing as Jake Stromfeld, aka True Strike, the Get Fenris zone of the group, and he do be Aubrooning things up.
He doobie.
Next up!
I guess I'll go. Hello, I'm Enda. I'm playing Miranda Blackpool, aspiring architect from Queens and the Edge of the Glasswalkers, pack leader, currently.
You might want to turn up your volume a little bit there on your microphone.
Sorry, can you hear me better now?
That's much better.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Next.
I'm Roger, I'm playing Miles Lincoln, the Glasswalker Galliard, New York, Bohemian.
I'm Jan, I'm playing Paul, aka Skills and Shadows, aka Otis, the Bone Walker Ragabash Thief.
Because every group needs a thief.
True.
Steal your hearts, baby.
Exactly. That is what's going on here. Last session, unfortunately, when we were playing, I had forgotten to push a button, so my...
Yes, I have checked this time that we can hear ourselves.
Yeah, El Streamer moment, honestly.
Yeah,
really
that was the brain fart on my
Lost
part. Sorry
episode.
about that.
Lost
The
material.
group did go to save a bunch of children from a worm threat.
How the hell are you ever gonna surpass Asmongold now?
Obviously by taking him out of the equation somehow.
That, and also showering, brushing your teeth, not having cockroach infestations.
We have been discussing the broken renown systems that have always been a bit broken, but we're struggling with it because if we're running it the way it used to be, but modified ever so slightly, then Jake has already maxed out his glory track. And he's what?
Yeah.
20? So he's going to be stuck on 5 glory for the rest of his days. It can only go down from here.
Which means that that probably won't be a problem. Again, Aubrun. Death before dishonor type of shit.
And Miranda will
Something
receive
Valhalla.
another point of wisdom. And I do believe that, that's about where we're at, I think.
While I remember, I need that extra right that I learned for going into the spirit world, adding on, and the XP deleting.
All
Oh,
right.
Before we start, I was looking at the rules. I didn't realize it was so hard for Guru to step sideways because it used to be just you did it.
Yep.
So could I spend 3 points on the shadow thing talent? Shadow.
Rite of Shadow Passage?
No, it's a talent. It's
Oh,
an
yeah,
advantage.
yeah, it's an item in talisman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shadow Shard. Shadow Shard. It's an
Are you?
advantage. It's
Yeah, I guess are those the one that are like one-time use, or?
Yeah.
yeah. It's one time use, but the rules are you just have once per story. I can do it.
Okay.
Miles wanted to get a ritual, right? The Rite of Shadow Passage.
Yeah.
Which is going to cost you some XP. And we haven't spent those yet, so that's, what is it? Is it 5 per rite or 3? I don't remember off the top of my head.
Let me get the book.
There's a book
book.
right here. I got it for
I
5.
have the book.
Shadow Passage.
Hey,
Should've
I'm
done
very
this
happy that
before
all these
sessions,
people are
shouldn't
picking it
we?
up because that makes it so much easier when I try to do it.
A shadow
It's a
passage.
good thing
oh my God,
because
that-
every person who learns the right, yeah.
Gives me a
And-
dice, yeah.
Jan, you wanted to have a
Talisman. It's an advantage, and the Shadow Shard.
Shadow Shard.
How are you going to get it?
I pick it up from another bone mar.
It's a dead Bongnor somewhere.
Yoink. Mine now.
Okay, so it's worth 1 dot as a background.
Yeah.
So
By the way, since the that little hospital side story is over, that means I should probably heal up, right?
yes.
The side story's over?
Really?
didn't
No.
solve
I thought we
anything.
were gonna find out like who's behind all this shebang.
No, I think the side
things
story
are
was
coming.
just-
Things are coming. Don't worry. So
That's just
talent.
part 1. It's just like a
Shadow
you know,
Shard. Does it count as it counts as a merit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's an advantage. It's a
1
talisman.
Yeah, it depends.
I should probably
on
learn more about the
item.
talons.
Couple of neat ones there.
Yeah, Shadow Shard.
Just don't get the silver glaive because it will make Bryce very unhappy.
Yeah.
Why? Do they have some sort of?
It's a flaw. It's a flaw I have.
Oh yeah,
It's,
yeah, the
it's
thing
Yeah,
where
we've
it's
been,
like,
we've been
Brandon.
all admiring the new advantages and flaws and various gifts and stuff from the Moonlit
Yeah.
Path and Wormtide. There are gifts, native gifts in exchange with Luna. There is Resist Toxin. There is Bestial Regression. Gnaw. Let's have a look at the Arun gifts, because that's what Jake would be interested in. Tug the Leash and Light of the Moon. The Guru of the Full Moon shine with an inner radiance befitting their auspice. It's a glare strong enough to blind onlookers.
that one's pretty cool, but I'm
Flashlight
saving
eyes.
up. Honestly, the other one, Tug the Leash, sounds a lot more interesting, I think.
Bet it does.
Right.
What?
Some control when
you
you're in front
freak.
of
I know what you are!
That was 3 XP, by the way, Mikhail, getting that advantage.
This is correct.
So you should. Or I don't think I can do that manually. So you'll have to.
There you go.
Great. Just so you didn't forget, and I didn't suddenly have an extra 3 XP.
Some
You know.
compliment. Bolt hole. A small piece of the ember they can. There's a bunch of new jammy stuff basically for our players here.
For context, a single dot shadow shard can take one person into the umbra, while a 3-dot one can take an entire pack.
Yeah. When I have more XP, I'll see if I can get a 3. But we have. Well, this is just an emergency thing. We have 2 people who know. So I just thought maybe somebody with the talent would come in handy, and I just have the XP to get one.
Just as a warning, do you have Rite of Shadow Passage?
Do I have it? No.
Okay, so that if you use that shard, and someone with the rite is not nearby and doesn't know, you are going to die.
Yeah, I know.
Because you can't get out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just as a warning.
Yeah.
If you do that to escape while we're all fleeing, or you're doing a little espionage on your own, and you use that to escape, you will die before...
Yeah.
If we ever find you.
Yeah. I know.
Maybe he'll toss it over to one of those who can do the Rite of Shadow Passage.
Yeah, don't look at me, dude.
Technically,
Yeah,
you can do the Rite of Shadow Passage, because you could use your glory as your base.
But I don't know the rite itself. Don't I need to know the rite itself?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, no, but if you learn the rite, you could use any renowned plus occult, but you've got a lot of glories.
Oh yeah,
You're
shit.
right, you've got a
fine.
decent chance.
The more people who have the right, the more useful it is, because then you can contribute without having to use rage dice.
You know what? I know I'm trying to say, but fuck it. Yeah, I guess I will get that right then. What you call it?
Shadow Passage.
Shadow Passage.
Yeah.
All right then. Yeah, I'll get that. How much did it cost?
5.
5.
Fuck me. Ooh. So I'm down to 1 XP.
To be fair, all rites cost 5.
What?
All the rites cost 5.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh shit.
Not too bad.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Oops. I accidentally also spent it, so now that -4. Let me remove that real quick. Fine.
Now you have 2 rights.
All right, then. Groovy.
Yeah, very knowledgeable, Arun, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, this would be pretty good for me. Yeah. If I got into an emergency scenario.
So now
Learning
that
a
I've
new
got
right
the,
typically gives you a new point of wisdom. Yeah, there we go, I guess.
Nice.
In the old style. Which I think is something that Jake needs.
Yeah.
Does someone have the XP cost for gifts?
Yeah, I was
what
looking at
that
the
was?
table there 2 seconds ago. Give me a second, I'll bring it back up.
Because there's a new Theurge gift in the screenshots that have been fought forward that is very Miranda.
Give me a second.
Helpful.
I accidentally scrolled away because I was looking at the Shadow Shard rules, but I will find the XP thing now.
We're
New
clearly
gift
let's
is-
spend our XP as our ill-begotten XP as.
The new gift says new gift amount by
Yeah, I know.
2.
It's weird. I don't know what the new
Oh, yeah,
gift
so-
amount means.
I think because they're saying like new level, so there. Since all the gifts are ranked by glory, just go like it's glory ranked by 2 as a compromise.
Or is it
See-
the latest gift you bought and I don't know.
No, because then everyone would cost 2. I don't think that they mean that. I think they mean it's level by 2.
See, but the problem with that is that means some pretty generic, because there's not that many gifts. When
Mhm.
you
I'm
add, like,
wondering
there's
if
a lot of gifts, but when you break it down by what any
I'm wondering
particular
if it's
Aru could actually grab,
based upon the tiered system, because for gifts there's like 3 different tiers. One is
Yeah,
which
that's
is
what I was
like,
saying,
You need
like-
this much renown for that, and this much renown for this, and this much renown for.
So when it's total
Um,
renown 5, it would be 10 XP to learn it?
Yeah.
or would
Yeah.
it be
I think
Okay,
so.
sure.
Because it
So
varies.
That's what I
between the
think.
different- It
That
varies
because
between the
it
different,
just says new gift by 2, and
I
So
know.
I'm
That's
wondering if
kind
it's
of what-
like
It varies between the different types of gifts. So naked
Yeah.
gifts are cheaper, and then you have your auspice gifts, and then the most expensive ones are your tribal gifts.
I meant it like the tier system, like it's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not by renown, but like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so in that
As
case,
in-
a renowned 5, which is tier 2, is
10 XP, right?
Yeah.
And in the third category, it would be 5 times 3, so 15, maybe?
No, it's. I think you've gone wrong there, Dom. What about? So we agreed there's 3 tiers of gift. So instead of saying
Oh,
renown, just be like the level they are by 2.
So 3 times 3.
And
Or, no, because that's not what they wanted. Because native are supposed to be cheaper.
Let me see. The level on the table below means the level of trait you want to buy.
And
all right, what
it's
version of Werewolf are we playing? Just real quick, what's it called?
5th edition?
By
Just 5th
Fifth
edition.
edition. Okay, 5th edition. All right, there it is. I was just looking at the things. Halt the cowards.
Is
All right,
this
right.
2 times the renown cost?
Huh.
recover willpower equal to our composure at the start of the session.
What?
Recovering willpower at the start of the session.
Yes,
It's composure or resolve or
the
either.
best of them.
Yeah, they're the same. So
Unless your band says otherwise. If you went against your band, then it's less. But
yeah,
Which means that
I
Jake
didn't-
actually still has 1 aggravated willpower, doesn't he?
yeah. I didn't smash a computer or a TV. in
You did
last
not.
session, so I'm pretty good. Pretty
Wait,
good.
I still have aggravated.
I think so, because, like, you need to do certain things to recover your aggravated.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna check them real quick. I forgot. How do you recover aggravated? Check.
Depends on things, which I don't remember off the top of my head. Here we go. Damage, 127. I remember everything.
Oh, we can tell.
I am young and remember all.
Okay, that was mean. I
Oops.
apologize.
At the end of each session, a character who has acted in accordance with their tribe's associated renown can heal 1 level of aggravated willpower damage. Okay, so you're fine. If by the end of the session Jake has smashed something, he's fine. Hashtag Ghetto Fenris.
I think it needs to be more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, it isn't. So get fucked, game designers. We're samming it up.
He attacked a big worm beast. It was very getty.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. But like
Yeah,
smashing a post office box doesn't count.
No.
Oh yeah, no, those homeless guys, they don't count. I count it because I did charge the snake.
Yes, you did. Very Ghetto Fenris.
Like,
style.
yeah. With absolutely no regard whether or not the snake would fuck me up. I was in it to win it.
You were indeed. I still think Renegade should reintroduce battle scars in some fashion, just for flavor text, if nothing else.
I am basically doing it here. The way I'm doing battle scars is basically, if I get my health track reduced or aggravated, then I add a scar.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, it
Alright.
does nothing. It's there for the vibes.
It is indeed there for the vibes. Are we ready to continue with stories?
Yep.
Just one thing, did you say you get an extra point of wisdom for in a rite? So should I get
not
one as
dot.
well?
Just a temporary point. We're not raising your wisdom yet. You'll get a dot of wisdom when you have 20 collected temporary points in our house ruled special system.
Yeah. It's still a good idea to get rights, though.
Oh yeah. So for reference, Jake has 0 dots of temporary honor at the moment and needs to have more of that. He has 11 wisdom, It's in the thread. You can check it. Miranda needs 2 points of temporary glory to get up to a new dot of glory.
And my wisdom needs to be reset to 0.
And your wisdom needs to be reset to 0. You have 14 temporary honor, so you need 6 more for that. Bryce has 15 glory, 12 honor, and 2 wisdom. Miles has 12 glory, 6 honor, 3 wisdom, and Skitters currently has 5 glory. That's where we're at.
Just one more question. The Rite of Shadow passage, if I'm helping do it, does my help just automatically give 1 bonus die? Or is it better if I have higher occult level or something so I could help more, or will that only count if I'm doing it independently?
Nope, it only counts if you're doing it if you're the leader. When you know the rite, you can participate with that. There are 2 ways to participate in doing it. You can participate without knowing the rite and just do whatever the rite leader tells you to and hope that it works out. Then you contribute 1 rage die to the rite. You can participate knowing the rite, and then you contribute both a rage die and a regular werewolf die. So that's basically, on average, an extra success at that stage.
So basically, with my current rating, if 2 people who know it contribute, we're guaranteed to break through the gauntlet.
Almost guaranteed.
Because we're doing like 9 dice.
Yeah.
Versus a difficult.
Yeah.
That isn't guaranteed, that's almost guaranteed.
If you take half, it's 4, so
Yeah.
you'll get through most gauntlets with that, absolutely. I feel like it's in this, the way they have redesigned things in 5th edition, I feel that is something that the game is telling you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if
Stock
I've
up
got
on-
2 people helping me who know, I've got 11 dice to break
Yeah.
through.
And at that point,
Yeah.
you get through any gauntlet anywhere, basically.
As long as you don't fuck it up.
Well, there
But
is
in this
always
case-
a possibility of brutal failure, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, which means we have to roll. We can't take half, right?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
That seems more appropriate, because if we could just take half, you avoid all of the risks associated with doing it.
Yeah. I like that.
Like, even if I'm very good at it, it still should be risky.
Yeah. I like that there are some things that are just inherently risky in this system.
Yeah, you were stepping into the immaterium for a bit.
Yeah. That does just sound inherently very fucking risky.
Yeah. Especially
Like-
because you look at it and it's just, oh, what does this do to a normal, non-guru, non-spirit person? Oh, it just instantly disintegrates them. Cool.
Oops. Or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, maybe I could have taken those kids outside to make them safer. No, I would have just Thanos'd those kids.
They would have got
That's
sent
what
to the
happens
Shadow
when
Realm.
you put regular people into the Umbra.
If you put non-magical people
Oh my
in
goodness.
in the Umbra, they disintegrate instantly.
Okay, the way you know.
Holy shit, huh? I actually didn't know that. That's crazy. Huh.
Okay, not.
There's a method to protect them, but it's temporary, and the second it expires, they die. So if you're not out of the Umbra by the time that protection ends, they are dead.
Oh.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I liked how hellishly unlivable the Umbra is for humans. I like that.
Because it's not for them.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's only like the Nair Umbra. That's not even like
The
a
far
whole
Umbra,
shit
yeah.
pattern.
The
No,
far
I'm
Umbra
talking about,
is
like,
worse, in other
dangerous
words.
to...
Yeah, I'm talking about humans and also like werewolves. I like the fact that even if like you're a werewolf, it's still fucking dangerous. I like that.
Yeah.
Huh?
I like that it's like mysterious and scary and
Yeah.
beautiful at the same time.
I
you
need
know?
to
Yeah,
dig
like,
into the moonlit path properly when I get
Yeah.
the PDF at the moment.
The Umbra feels a lot like the warp from 40K. Less
If I called it
violent.
the Immaterium.
Yeah, I thought you were doing a reference, but I didn't know. Absolutely no. Man,
My-
I
my
fucking
favorite,
less-
I fucking love the trope of like just the evil hell dimension where magic is.
Fun fact here, by the way. But in other editions, the Umbra in Australia is just horribly dangerous. I found this out because I'm running a game in that setting, and I'm like, oh, I should have made this 10 times more dangerous than I did. It's just
Yep,
Like-
dangerous as fuck.
Even being in like the fucking small town, like the Umbra there was fucking dangerous.
in Australia, the wild is dangerous without the Umbra.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
Who knows?
We might never find out. Alright, folks. Are we ready to get acquainted with New York City again? A
Yes.
little bit?
Let's do it.
Alright. It's been a few days. You are definitely gonna have to get right of recognition, of course. Some of you who have, so Jake and Miranda, who have gotten permanent dots in renown. Which means that Miranda has actually taken the step away from being a Cliath to becoming a Foster by now. Because she has
Wow.
6 dots of renown in total, and Jake has not. Yes, you do. You
Wait,
have
no,
6
I
dots
do.
in total.
Yes, I do. Yeah. I
So
have
we two
5
Foster now.
5 glory, 1 honor.
Yeah, we have 2 Foster now in the pack. That is, in the old system, that would be like rank 2. 3 Foster. Miles has 3 dots, 6 dots as well.
Jesus
Just,
Christ.
Yeah.
Man,
Wait, can we just have a look at the message in the chat? Because I like that reading, but
Yeah, it's. I don't know how true this is. I would have to like actually see if I can find the source of this specific dev. But it's the next gift you take. So I guess it's would be. Let's say
Oh,
I'm
it's
getting
your
a fourth
fourth
gift.
gift,
It would be
so
4
it's-
times 2.
4 times 2.
Yeah.
If you're buying your
Right.
10th gift, it's 20 points.
Mm.
Okay.
interesting. All right, then that's
It's
interesting.
Somehow,
I do like-
because
I
you
do
are
actually
not
like this.
writing it very well, Renegade. I'm sorry, you are
Yeah, it's.
not.
Oh,
good
by
at
the
writing
way,
rules.
I was
Clearly.
randomly reading things about the Get of Fenris. I'm pretty sure one of their things about being promoted to rank 2 is you have to get like
Yes, you have to get.
ritual combat, I think. With 2 other
Yes,
rooms.
Yes, that's a very Viking thing to do.
Yeah,
Yes.
I wouldn't mind quickly playing that out.
The recognition, the right to do this, the right of recognition here is going to be performed in the Central Park Cairn because
Ooh.
you belong to the Sept of the Green. It might not be very Ghetto Fenrisy. It's going to be very Bone Gnory.
All right, then. Understandable.
Question is, how does the Bono version differ?
Yeah, the
Well-
Bonars have to be very happy to know that like the new pack is like after only 5 months already has free rank 2s.
Yeah, yeah. Let's put some people down
Sure.
here. I should just keep them on the board.
Yeah, how much renown do you need to be rank 2?
6 dots in total.
Okay, so I'm 1 away from that.
Though, there are versions of this where if you look at 20th... Man, is this our... We're looking over all the rules to see how we can homebrew things session? A Foster in 20th Anniversary Edition should have 4 Glory, 1 Honor, and 1 Wisdom, which means that Jake cannot actually ascend to Fosterhood until he gets that 1 Wisdom.
makes
Understandable.
The book
And-
does have, if you look at the mentor, it does have recommendations for like renown.
And Miles, being a Gaillard, would then need a 4 Glory and... No, that's going to be 3 Glory and 1 Wisdom. Which he has, so he's fine. And Miranda, Theurge, would be 3 Wisdom and 1 Glory. So she's also fine for Foster. She might even be fine for... Yeah, she's even fine for Adrin in the old system, I think.
She's doing well.
Yep. Rank 3. So clearly Miranda is the pack leader, right?
Yep.
How do you get to rank 3 so fast? It tells me that there's something off with the game. But anyway, good old friend Flash. They're all gonna be here, aren't they? As they're gonna celebrate your accomplishments.
To be fair, it makes sense that it's quite easy to rank up quite quickly, because a lot of encounters, if we were just unlucky, we'd die, which means that's the common ending for most werewolves. They just
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
die
yeah, yeah.
in a
Werewolves
bad
are like
encounter.
psychers. Oh, sorry. Werewolves
the
are
more
like
danger
psychers.
they- Yeah, the more danger they put themselves in, the quicker they rank up, but also the more likely they are to just kick the bucket.
Yeah.
You can be like a werewolf elder at age 25 and meet your end at 40. That is like an example put in the book, like at the 5th edition.
Werewolves are like psychers. They don't die of old age.
Then, a rite of recognition. We're gonna recognize these. So Mother Larissa will lead this personally, of course, and there's going to be a bit of howling. There's going to be a bit of. She's led out all sorts of ritual, shamanistic accoutrements. They're hanging from the bushes. They're hanging from the trees. They're spread out in patterns across the ground in Central Park. Where you are in the brambles here, it's so far away that you can hardly even hear the cars. And as Mother Larissa starts invoking Gaia and Mouse, which is of course the patron of the cairn, the background street noises will fade into the backs of your minds. You don't have to think about it anymore. And there's going to be a fire barrel, probably several. There is the lighting of this fire in the fire barrel, and there will be... Mother Larissa will ask those who are to be initiated in the new rank, which is, of course, Miles and Miranda, basically, to sacrifice something old, which doesn't have to be something valuable old, just a piece of your old clothing, or a symbol of your past life, or a scrap that smells like your sweat and blood.
I think she's gonna give up one of her school workbooks with all of her initial designs for buildings. Seems
Mother
appropriate.
Larissa nods.
All the plans she had down the drain because she's a werewolf now.
Yep.
Yeah, Miles will give up some of the rags of his old clothes that he still had from the first time he accidentally turned into a werewolf. So it's just like symbolic that that's never going to happen again because he's got like clothes bound to him now. So it's like symbolizes the back before he knew what he was doing kind of thing.
Mother Larissa is nodding over the barrel. We burn the lies. What's left is who you are now. She cackles a little bit to herself. Let the past be smoke. Let the lesson stay sharp. Let what was earned be burned into the sky. I feel like a Gaillard is gonna make a song in honor of Stormspeaker and Weave Walker. And since the resident yard of the Sept of the Green happens to be quarterback, I know, it's a bit odd to get a Fenris in that role. He turns out to be a bit of a baritone, which might not be surprising given his bulk. He's going to sing about how Miles went into the sewer tunnels together with his pack, the Heel Walkers, led by the Weave Walker herself, to bring out the innocents from the clutches of the worm. His performance is terrible. Really?
Makes sense, he got our name wrong as well.
that might just happen.
Okay.
It's
After this, he will be skinned alive, unfortunately.
it's not the most amazing tale ever. He's trying to tell a good story at the moot, and it's a little bit embarrassing, maybe. There might be some snickers. There might be some, what are you
Attempt.
doing, quarterback?
An attempt.
Yeah. But then Mother Larissa will pass around a cracked mirror. And she will whisper to you, now, take up the broken mirror and look at yourself. Speak a truth about the Garou we celebrate, or about the deed being honored. Not praises, raw truths. And I think we'll let the pack do this. So, Themis, you first.
Yes, I'm here, I guess. I wasn't sure if I was.
Of course you are. The pack will absolutely honor their own.
But can you repeat what she said?
Oh yes, speak a truth about Storm Speaker and Weave Walker.
Okay, truth about each. Yeah, I think Themis will think for a moment and go. They are. Both of them are similar in many ways, but different in some, and each are good with spirits, but in different ways. We have one who kind of speaks to them as if they were allies, as if they were friends, and we have the other, which have such a smart, intelligent connection with them, even on this physical plane. Similar, but both unique in each of their ways. And I'm glad to have them be part of my pack.
Mother Larissa will pat you very motherly on your cheek and hand the mirror over to True Strike.
I guess for Weave Walker, for lack of better words, they may be an asshole, but at the end of the day, I would say out of all of us, I would say that they're... Fuck. Look, I have no better way to put it. You're the kindest of us, Weave Walker, okay? You put other people's a lot of time before your own, and you're a good leader. Storm Speaker. Alright, I'll give him a pause. Shit. You're cocky, but I think... Shit, I'm not great with words, man.
Mother Larissa will pat you on the shoulder a little bit. Take your time, Cleth, take your time. We know that your way's with the fists, not with the tongue.
Thank you.
There might be a little bit of mockery somewhere in the glint of the eye there.
Especially after quarterback's performance.
Yeah.
She will hand the mirror over to Skitters. Skitters in shadows.
Get a Fenris are never beating the allegations with our performance tonight.
Nope, nope.
Never in a million years.
Sorry, what? Edwin is interrupting and confused me. I have mirror, right?
Yep, you have the mirror now.
Okay, I haven't known either of these fine grew for a long time, but I know that Storm Speaker is canny and is able to see solutions other people can't, and Weave Walker has the right amount of patience and what's the word I'm looking for? She's got the dog in her, as they say, to take dangerous. She's got a good blend of patience and bravery or recklessness.
Mother Larissa will nod. Very good, very good. Yes. Each member of this group will now be invited to leave a little bit of an offering for the low spirits, particularly the mouse, of course, but also for other city spirits. Anything you might come up with. This is bone gnawers, after all. Scavenged meat, spoiled beer, moldy street bread.
I'm going to leave a Rolex I took off someone's hand.
That works, but it's not food, necessarily.
Oh, did you say food? Sorry.
Yes,
I thought you said
I
anything.
mean-
Okay,
Food, yeah.
so if it has to be food, then like caviar stolen from the back of the Waldorf.
That works.
I guess in the spirit of the mouse, I guess bought some Twinkies and leave those as an offering.
That's gonna be very specific, but a half-full bag of roasted almonds. Probably a Christmas gift from someone, but she'll put them in there. Not before eating one herself, being like, okay.
I guess if she knew this was going to happen, if this is part of the ceremony, Weave Walker would have brought a lasagna, like one of the baked trays that her mother sent her that she wasn't going to get around to eating. So she just opens this like giant Tupperware of still good lasagna. It's just she's busy.
I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of people around here just enjoying that. Speaking of which, I'm disappointed with the fact that 5th edition has removed the Bongnor gift cooking, which was such a signature gift, but here we are.
You just
Anyway.
learn how to cook as soon as you become bone.
No, it's a gift that allows you to literally cook anything. So you can take old cans, some motor oil, and an old magazine that is moldy and put it over a fire in a kettle, and boom, you have hobo soup that is actually nourishing enough to last for a day.
Yes, surely that will be released in the next book that comes out.
Probably. Yeah. Anyway, Mother Larissa will come up to you now, and she's gonna take some. This is Bongnor stuff. She's gonna take up. How about an old, formerly used piece of chewing gum that she brings out from her own mouth, and she's gonna mark Storm Speaker's and Weave Walker's foreheads with this. She's probably doing like a glyph on your forehead in whatever goop this thing has been in. And with that, you have been formally recognized as your new rank. Rise, Cliaths no more, and take your place in the Garou nation, she says. This is an eclectic collection of people, going from the hyper well-dressed Flash, the Philodox Glasswalker, to the almost not dressed at all Bareback. That's why he's called Bareback. The only clothes he ever bothers to wear is a trench coat. When he bothers to wear the trench coat. And he's the stargazer of this sept. I think he is the one who's actually singing the praises for our new champions here because he actually has performance, unlike quarterback. Look at that! How does it feel like to get that type of singing in your honor from the stargazer known as Bareback? A basically butt-naked stargazer singing your praises.
Pretty good.
It almost heals the damage from the previous performance.
Yeah. Man, I am so glad that I have an excuse, like 2 very good excuses as to why my character is bad at talking.
The excuse being your entire tribe.
I'm a Get of Fenris, I'm an Arun, and also extremely low manipulation that I'm going to is a result of Jake's less than stellar childhood.
That
I mean,
makes
Aren
sense.
isn't only about fighting, it's also about, like, battle tactics.
Yeah. You're more than a one-trick pony. You're supposed to be more than a one-trick pony.
I got tricks. I got other tricks, okay?
Get can use technology too. You just pick up the monitor and you throw it at someone.
Exactly! Exactly! You get it!
Themis, during this evening, as you're going through this ritual, and afterwards, of course, there's going to be just the general, let's sit down and have a chat and talk about what's happened, and no shit, there I was, stories that you tell around the...
Record scratch, there I was.
Yes! You have to do no shit, there I was, stories. This is the Garou Nation, right? It's based on stories. And you will notice that Bareback, there's something off with him. He's stoic to a fault. Like, it's like he's trying to turn his face into some kind of stone carving from the pharaonic ages. But every once in a while, there's a tremor on his lip or a glitch, one of his eyes twitches a bit. I don't know if he's doing that well, Themis.
Yes, I psychoanalyzed this man with my, I don't know, 7 dots of wits and insight. Yeah, looking closer at him, do I get any sense of why?
Compose your subterfuge to hide his... Yeah, no, not really, but I'm sure if you talk to the right people, you might learn more about his background.
You know what, I'm just gonna approach him and be like... I think she'll won't say this out loud, but just going like a slightly lower voice, being like, hey, you okay, man?
Yeah, he'll just look at you stoically, very surprising. Yeah, that's about as far as he goes. He just grunts at you.
If you're stressed or something, you can take a breather outside of the cairn.
Why don't we roll Charisma Insight? Because you're trying to reach him and be empathetic and all that. You're pretty good at that. You don't even have to roll, actually, given his stats. Eventually he's gonna... look. This is your night. This is a night for... And he twitches a little bit. For your pack. And then he grabs your collar really hard. Like, in a cramped grip. His hand is cramping into a fist as he grabs your collar. You just be grateful. You still have a pack. You hear me? Thank Gaia for that. Keep that pack. Hug them. Cherish them. Love them. Like your siblings. And then he walks out into the park. Still not wearing a trench coat.
I think she'll just nod and realize maybe what the issue here is. Just watching him go as she sighs and kind of like returns back to the facilities.
Yeah. Weave Walker. I don't know. What are the rest of us doing here? True Strike, Miles, Weave Walker, Skitters. What are your plans for this little jolly get together?
The
I'm
first
gonna.
thing I do is I apologize to Stormspeaker for, that whole thing.
Yeah, I guess I'll quietly take Skitters aside and just say, that was a really nice eulogy. But don't ever say I've got that dog in me.
It wasn't a eulogy. That happens after you die.
That's... Okay, that's the takeaway from what I've said. Great.
But a comment accepted.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she's just gonna go... She's gonna take this opportunity, since there's probably a lot of people and spirits here, to try and get some more information about that riddle she got.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
This is a
Skitters
good
is
time
going to
brainstorm.
try to find out more about this. Does any of the spirits here or any of the group know about that corrupt security company on Liberty Island?
On the what?
On Liberty Island.
Oh, that might be... That some might have something for you. Let's see now. Yeah, we of course have Hundo. He has a lot of knowledge about stuff. I'm gonna roll his streetwise. Okay. He's gonna say to you, Skitters, no, I can't say I've heard of them. There are companies that pop up and disappear really quickly, but for company stuff, I'd recommend having a chat with the Glasswalkers, because they know so many times this thing with companies, it's all about the paper trail.
Yeah, the Glasswalkers. Where do they mainly hang out if they're not here at this?
There's
Fair.
plenty of them here. Hack, Talon, Neon Seer, Flash, they're all Glasswalkers.
Wait, stop. Go back a bit and say those names again.
Hack,
They're on
Talon,
the screen.
Neon Seer,
Seer.
and Flash.
Can you describe what these people look like?
They've
I
got
mean,
widgets.
they're
All seem to be clustered around Miles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for some reason.
Oh.
But he's also a Glasswalker, so, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There are
So I
5
say-
Glasswalkers in your immediate vicinity.
Look,
yeah.
I can't see that. I'm trying
What
to play
screen are you
like
on?
Skitters doesn't know obviously I can look at that and I can see that's Hack Talon, right?
Yeah.
But Skitters isn't me. He doesn't know that.
Well,
Fair enough.
Hundo will be happy to point them out for you.
Okay, I'm going to walk up to Hack Talon, so just because he seems to be the closest guy to me.
Yeah, Hack Talon is... he's a big dude, definitely. What can I do for you? He's gonna pat you on the back.
Bon or kinfolk came to me and said there's this security company. Did she tell me the name? I think I wrote it down, but I don't have that piece of paper.
Company shit? That's not my thing. Talk to Flash. And get out of my
Okay,
face.
thank you, Mr. Hack Talon.
What? And
Okay,
get out of my face.
Okay, no, I guess I go over to Flash. This networking is harder than it felt.
Yeah, Flash. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna have a networking with Flash. While you're doing all that, what is Miles doing?
I think other than trying to go after a specific person and gain any particular information, Miles is just going to work the crowd, at least get introduced to everybody. So he's just got like the sort of first pass on everybody who he hasn't talked to yet or met yet. And just put like names to faces and just some getting to know you type conversation.
Yep, networking. Yeah, here we have the Dark Runner pack, Hacktalon, Neon Seer, Ratbait, and Shadowpad. They are two Glasswalkers actually. You're not surprised to hear. A Bongnor and Children of Gaia, Child of Gaia. She's a Philox.
Which one's the child of Gaia? Is it Shadowpash?
Yeah, it's Shadow.
Or,
So, she says, look at you go. You've done well for yourself. She is smiling a lot, in fact.
Miles will smile back and say, mainly what I've been doing so far is when other things try to bite me, I just bite them back and hope they die first.
That's the way of our kind, isn't it? She says. Yeah, that seems very appropriate for many. Yes, I don't know. I'm a child of Gaia myself, so I try to help people afterwards with healing and dealing with the trauma and all that sort of thing. Because
What does that look like in the Umbra? Because we've been in there and we've ripped veins off people who looked really depressed in the real world, but then we just knew that was our job done and we were gone soon after that. What do people look like after they've just been freed from something like that? Just in case it still looks bad and we don't want to think we've still got an active infection when they're actually free of it.
isn't that a good question? She says. I'm not really sure, honestly. I am a philodox. Umbral questions are not my forte necessarily.
So how do you do it in real world when you want to kill people after they've been set free?
Send them to a good shrink?
Yeah, we got involved in something where we've been hearing some names of some psychologists. And that's on the two, I can't remember what the names. Vernon Kessler and what was the other one's name? See if she knows. If she's ever heard of them.
No, she has not.
Louise Belmont.
She has not heard of them, no. I'm sorry, I haven't heard of them.
Chief Psychiatrist, Institute for Neurological
Huh?
Wellness and Correction.
I can hardly hear you now.
That's fine.
I was actually getting to you now, Weave Walker,
Okay.
because you're not
Yes.
going to be left alone as everybody else is mingling and chatting with each other, and there's laughter and merriment
Is that what the
going
rest of-
on.
Don't know what the rest of them are doing. I've got work to do.
Exactly, you got work to do. Mother Larissa will be coming up to you. Herself. Yeah. I'm sure that's not gonna be a cause for concern or anything, right?
No. She is currently gazing into the Umbra, so yeah,
Huh?
talking to spirits there. Trying to get some information, but yeah, Mother Ursha just... Oh, hello. Sorry, it's very busy here, as she's standing in an empty corner of the area.
Mother Larissa is also a theurge, so
Yeah,
she's actually navigating between the spirits.
she's not walking through them like all of the other people.
No, she's not, and she's petting them every once in a while too. Not that she's physically actually touching them; it's just a gesture.
Yeah.
And they seem to be very much at home with her. I don't know, the plastic spirits from the empty soda bottles are very happy for her attention. They hope to become
God.
recycled one day if they can be.
Oh, no one's told them recycling's fake.
No.
Oh, they're
They still think
cooked.
recycling's a real thing and not just a landfill in a different country.
But then they get to see adventurous new things.
Yep. Mother Larissa. Lovely to speak to you.
Weave Walker, you've done well for yourself, someone so young and precautious. I like it. She's gonna pinch you on the cheek, probably.
She'll take it. She can't do much else.
Not a cub anymore, are you? Making a name for yourselves with everything. Soon you and your pack will be in high demand from everywhere around the city, I'd imagine. Which is why
You're acting like we aren't already.
I'm gonna snatch you away for a little errand before you get too bogged down into things here. She's gonna take you aside a little bit. You can tell the rest tomorrow morning and enjoy yourself tonight. I don't know how time sensitive it is, but don't delay too much. She's gonna put her finger on your nose. This was before your time as a pack, which you are very recent, she says. and cackles a little bit to herself. And then she gets a bit more serious. I have not always been the only powerful theurge of the Sept of the Green, or my tribe. I had a colleague who was very strong and not an impossible candidate to take over the leadership of the Sept of the Green one day, perhaps. His name was Graveseeker.
An auspicious name.
We gain a name for what we do, and he has been questing a great deal in the Umbra, searching for our ancestors and trying to keep their wisdom and transfer it to us. So it is not quite as sinister as you might think.
It's an envious task.
And
If
yet
I could spend more time out there, I would.
Because we need to remember those who came before us.
Of course. But we've got to do right by the people coming after.
Exactly. Now, she lacks a few teeth here and there in her mouth. She's had a long and hard life in the streets. But now, he disappeared in the Umbra 3 years ago, I think. Was it 4? 2? I lose track of time. Just about 3 years ago. What year is it now? 1991 already? Feels like it was 1981 just yesteryear. Having to write a different 10 number. I was just used to it being the 1980s and it's already in the 1990s. There you go. We have finally received word. I don't know if these spirits who came to me were actually sent by him. They were a bit... The messaging was a bit vague, let's say, which doesn't make me too pleased. But Graveseeker has been located.
Yes.
The spirits who were telling us about Graveseeker, they shuddered. They were scared of something, or had seen something. I'm not sure what. They wouldn't tell me.
I may have heard something about this already.
Oh, have you now?
Possibly.
Well, I guess you can all... Then you just pack your friends into that Winnebago of storm speakers and off you go to Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Oh, so you haven't heard everything.
No, I said I may have heard of something related. I didn't have a name.
I see, yes. Apparently he is at the Valkenberg Foundation in Wyoming. Yeah. I had Flash looking into it. Apparently the Valkenberg Foundation is some kind of retreat for people who are struggling with mental health issues. There's little information about it, really. But you just uncovered some rather bad news about psychiatrists around these parts. So perhaps we should send you out there. We have a map for the place.
Of course, but what about the people here? We've identified a problem. It seems
Oh, you come
tactless
back.
to just
I'm sure.
abandon them.
The point is, if you can surprise Valkenberg and arrive unannounced, then the Foundation won't have anything to hide, any time to hide things. Yes.
Do you think they're aware of us?
Except of the Green is, if they have anything to do with the Garou Nation, they do have Graveseeker, and he is from here. It's entirely possible that they know about us. I'm hoping that...
You believe he's broken the veil?
I'm hoping he hasn't. But I don't know his mental state. I don't know his health at this time. He could have fallen to Harano, he could have fallen to Hauglosk. Anything is possible. But please bring him back to us, if at all possible. We at least need to know what his state is.
That's... Of course. What else could I say?
Exactly, and she gives you a nice good pat on the cheek.
Yeah.
Is that when we take a break, everybody?
Yes, I really need to use the restroom.
Very well. We're back in 5.
Alright.
And we're
My
back!
character isn't as focused on combat. Someone asked me.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
My character
Yeah,
isn't
her
as
character.
focused on combat, so I don't feel overstepped on.
Alright, I guess the way I see it is that since y'all are not as focused on combat, I guess it's better for my character to compensate.
We're back
Skitters is
on track here. What was that? Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say for Ragabash, Skitters is like pretty good at stabbing people.
I don't think that's not a Ragabash thing though, because
They're
Right.
mostly about like
Yeah.
making people laugh and stuff.
Feel free though, if you think my character's too focused on something, to let me know.
I feel like Ragabash is more about like the shiv as opposed to the sword.
Yeah. Alright. But yeah, if you ever have any criticisms about how I'm doing things, let me know.
All good, all good.
alright.
Cool.
There will be some leads, some things that will come out in this gathering in the evening. Skitters is gonna learn from Flash that he has not in fact heard about that particular company, but he's gonna look into it. Companies come and go all the time, so no single... And this is 1991, before websites and before smartphones and everything is on the web. So to create a new company, on the one hand it takes longer because you can't just submit something on a web form.
Yeah.
On the other hand, discovering the new company also takes not longer because now you have to physically walk down to City Hall and like the city records and get the numbers and all that sort of thing. Flash is basically recommending a trip to City Hall to find out more about this
Okay.
company.
Okay, I'll have to take someone with me who's good at looking through paperwork.
Yeah.
Hi, Miranda!
But the evening will come and go, as it were.
Oh, yeah, just before we leave this night, I never got to say what Miles has brought for the mouse spirit.
No.
For this era, what is the most like hipster food there is? I don't know, has goat cheese become a thing yet, or...
Oh. The most hipster
It's New York. There's probably someone here who sells
city
goat
in
cheese.
1991.
The city as large as New York, you can basically find any sort of weird bullshit.
Yeah, even in the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
maybe some weird merger fusion. Mexican fusion. Mexican sushi fusion.
Yes.
Ooh.
Sushi.
Yes.
Jap Mix.
Yes.
That's unique even for today's standards.
No, because I've seen a Chai Mex place.
So clearly, yes. The burgeoning sushi scene. So someone is mixing it with Mex. Like sushi Mex.
I could see the vision.
Alright, so we'll leave that as the offering for Mouse and the other sort of spirits. But also, before we leave here, when I'm talking to the what we call the Dark Runners pack, I just want to get from them as well. Find out what sort of pack they are. What is their main thing they do?
Oh, yeah, they are basically trying to help the rest of the Sept with making sure that nobody goes into Harano or Hauglosk.
I feel like that one guy I talked to should probably get some help with that on that front.
That could be the case, yeah. Bareback has already walked out.
That guy might be
Yeah.
just a little depressed.
Okay.
Just a hunch.
Maybe, yeah.
Just checking here before we leave the scene as well. Was Weavewalker able to confirm whether the quest, the basically riddle that she got from Optinode is talking about Graveseeker by talking to the other spirits?
This is a riddle, isn't it? We don't have enigmas as a skill anymore. We can't use that.
I
But
was
it's
talking about
logic
maybe
based, so
I was thinking like either a logic thing or a persuasion with the spirits of the Khan. Try to get them to help. Or at least getting enough information from a few different ones that she's able to like lock in.
Piece something together.
Investigation is always a choice.
Yeah. Why not? Investigation instead of
That
enigma.
feels like one way you could solve a riddle. Or wits and intelligence. Well, wits and investigation is also there. Depending on what type of riddle it is, but...
So what was the thing? Sorry, my headphones die every 20 minutes for some reason.
I just recommended either intelligence or wits and investigation. But that's up to the ST.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm not trying to solve it. I've just tried to narrow down whether this is about them. It is not.
No.
Okay.
There's another lost one out there.
Shocker.
Yeah. Apparently, this one has been walking on glass. Not
Subtle.
gnawing on bones.
Okay.
The last thing before we leave, with the Dark Runners, I also want to ask to get from Shadowpad a list of the kind of therapists they work with, who they know are good for people who've been traumatized by supernatural stuff, and basically in our sort of line of work. And also ask the Glasswalkers in the pack about what worm-tainted software looks like in the Umbra, because that's something Miles hasn't seen so far, and he wants to be ready for it when it happens.
Neon Seer will get you covered on that one.
Damn, that's a sick-ass name.
Yeah, he's all about computers and talking to the Weaver spirits in the computers. He's one of these like new wave glasswalkers who Harold Hunt definitely does not get along with. So he's gonna absolutely be able to talk about such things. You have a lot of technology though, so I feel that between the two of you, it's not gonna be hard for you to keep up, because computer like hacking and such go under technology. So.
Yeah, thinking about it afterwards, I thought maybe I'd nerfed my character by having both high technology and having craft in electronics as well. But then realised, as long as I've got the craft ability as well in physical, that means I'll still be able to do craft stuff and handle a soldering iron and stuff, even while in Krenos form.
Are you sure you want to do that in Kratos form?
So
To be
unlike
fair, you can't do mental tests in Krenos, so...
exactly,
Yeah, but it will be physical because it's craft.
dexterity crafting, yes, you could do that in Krenos. So yeah, unlike a lot of software engineers, you can actually build a computer physically from scratch. Provided you have the right spare parts. And it might turn out a bit bulkier than the thing you buy in the store. Anyhow, as the celebrations die down, I guess we're still in Central Park. What is the intention of the pack for as the evening wears on and people are patting you on the back and wishing you best of luck and so on? Because I feel like Weavewalker hasn't shared the good news with the rest of the pack, so we haven't had a chance to react to all the new things that you have, all the threads that you have to pull on.
Yeah, she's just gonna get the rest of them, pull them aside, and just say, okay, I know we've got a lot of important stuff that we want to get done. I've just been informed by Mother Larissa that we are needed in Wyoming, of all places.
Wyoming.
Huh.
Yeah, there's an...
I've never been outside New York State.
I was hoping to make my changes here and improve the city, but we're needed out there, apparently.
Okay.
There's a elder that was missing for, it's hard to tell with her, a few years, who's recently resurfaced in a wellness center in Wyoming. But
Oh, so Nut House.
So, sorry to pivot here, but Skitters, you weren't sent to a random place for your rite of passage, were you? If you haven't been outside of New York State?
I haven't in New York.
that was an option?
I guess it's different for everyone. Bryce would kind of like mumble, just look a little bit annoyed.
Okay, how far away is Wyoming?
Sorry. Oh. Sorry.
We need to get on a plane because I would have a problem getting on a plane.
We have Winnebago. We can just get
Are you
that.
afraid of flying or something?
No, I don't exist.
We can get you a fake ID.
But we need like a Winnebago. Is it too long to take? Because to be honest,
It's just a few days drive. If we we can get there easily enough.
drive. Okay.
Yeah, we're American.
And-
We can do a road trip. So part of the charm.
Plus, we're all like, I don't know if werewolves should get on planes.
That's fine, I'm not asking you to. Right now, yeah, obviously, look, I know we've got a lot of stuff we want to do here, or at least very close to here, but we are still new and...
No,
even
say
though
less,
we
Miranda.
seem-
I understand.
We seem to be punching above our weight class, because we are that good, but apparently we still need to do more specifically for the set.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's
well,
I understand. Yeah,
but it's not your fault. But
I'll make a
We
call.
can say
where
no.
it's-
That we saying no is an option. I don't think it's an option we should take, but it is always an option.
No, we.
If you say no, I'm calling you a pussy.
So go over
Um,
with me on this again. What did they exactly want us to check out?
Check.
They
We need
want
to
us
go
to-
to Wyoming and check out
Uh-huh.
an elder.
No, we need to go to Wyoming and get this person back.
Yeah.
Exactly how many lost souls are we supposed to find now? Should we just be setting up Gaia's home for foundlings, waifs, and strays?
Probably. What's a waif?
Look,
A waif is like a half-starved child.
Okay, and how is that different from a stray?
a stray's an animal.
Okay.
Is there a lot of different?
Yes,
Okay.
I think it'd be good if we did this. The quicker we can get this done, the quicker we can get back to solving the problems in our own communities.
Yeah, but okay.
There's no a current risk at the moment to the Veil. We don't know whether this elder is in their right mind or what they may have said.
Because
They
when you
have
go and
been-
classify risks to the Veil, mentally ill werewolf has to be pretty high up there.
Yeah.
Mentally ill werewolf elder is especially
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Unlike
beyond
me,
that.
they're a theurge, and they've spent a very long time out in the Umbra. So
Okay.
I don't know if they found something there, brought something back. I don't know what we're going to deal with, whether we're dealing with people who are going to be the problem, or whether we're going to deal with Banes or something stranger. But
I
we
see.
need to get this person out of human custody and
Okay.
back to the Sept.
But if we're going to leave New York, I need to make some arrangements before I go.
Obviously. understand.
Yeah, this time I'd rather actually tell my family I'm going away.
Yes, I'd like to do the same.
Let's just I don't know, give a quick call to let them know that I'll be gone for a bit.
Okay. In that case, what do you need? A day?
Yeah, I need a day to get my affairs in order.
Got it. We leaving tomorrow night or the morning after tomorrow?
Let's leave. Let's say, what time is it now, Mikhail?
It is now 11.
Okay, let's say we'll meet here at this time tomorrow, and we'll meet here. Yeah.
Tomorrow, you guys will do whatever you need. The day after, at 5 a.m., we'll meet at a
5
location that it's
a.m..
easiest for us to get to. We've got a lot of driving to do. We're going to be on the road for a few days.
Okay.
Does anybody else know how to drive? Because if we drive in shifts, that'll save a lot of time.
Yeah.
Miranda knows how to drive.
I'm from New York.
Hold on.
not
You,
today.
you
don't
don't
have
have a
cars here.
license, though. You don't exist. If
Yeah.
we get stopped, we're fucked.
So the only one with an actual driving skill is Stormspeaker.
Yeah. And
To be fair, you only need the driving skill if you're trying to do fancy stuff.
Yes.
yeah. And I'm going to say Skitters can't drive because he's never left New York City. Not even stayed. Like, he's never left.
That just means you can probably use the subway all the time.
Yeah, all the
Exactly.
time, yeah.
Or walk. Use the legs that you were born with.
Yeah.
And the subway, and the tunnels, and the
I
Yeah.
mean,
rooftop.
I took the base course, so if you get one of those magnets to put in the car that says "in training," then maybe it will help.
Miranda, at the very least, has her license. She's not skilled, but she can drive.
Jake, again, been homeless since 15 or 14. I forgot what it was. Yeah, he doesn't have a license.
We'll have
Okay.
the perfect opportunity here for everyone to spend XP on getting themselves a dot and drive.
Well,
Provided
it's hard
that
to do in a very short amount of time. Yes.
If you drive
So right
continually
now
for
we've
8
got-
hours a day for a few days, then,
Yeah,
then
practice.
some
Yes,
driving
I'll
skills.
just be like, "Hey, mom, we're still like driving in trainer minded. I need it. No reason."
In that case,
friends
at the
can-
moment, we've
okay,
got
okay. Go ahead.
Bryce, Miles, and Miranda as possible drivers.
Context.
To work
Oh,
in
by
there.
the way, one thing I'd like to say. Jan and I should probably, in case the cops come, probably switch into our lupus form. Like,
that
pull
will
us over.
raise more questions.
Well,
Yeah.
in the Winnebago.
No, I don't need to turn into Lupus Storm.
Why would you need to turn into that?
Well, hell, they might ask for like our identification that doesn't exist.
Yeah, they can ask
Oh.
for ID of the driver. They can't ask.
Yeah,
ID
they
of
can
the
ask for
passengers.
ID.
Doesn't matter what they can legally do. They're cops.
It's 1991.
cross that
They can
bridge.
do whatever
Let's-
they want.
Yeah, let's
Exactly.
cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah. Look, if that happens,
Oh,
we'll have a
fuck
nice
me
dinner
for
then.
wanting to be prepared, huh? I guess I'm just a one-trick pony.
When your preparation is
assholes. I'll see
planning
you
to
tomorrow,
turn
like,
into a wolf
After
to
tomorrow.
avoid suspicion,
Yeah, what do you need?
My form looks like a dog. This looks like a domestic dog, like a husky
No,
or
you
some
don't.
shit.
You look like a wolf.
Yeah.
No, literally, I have the Clement Lupus thing.
Oh, you have the Clement Lupus thing.
Yeah.
Oh, if you look,
You
then
have the
you're
Clement
fine.
Lupus thing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You appear more dog-like than wolf-like.
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
true. So Jake is the one who can pull it off. I think this should
Yeah.
be a source of a bit of shame within the Ghetto Fetish community, but you know.
If you look like a husky, then at least you look like a slightly cooler dog.
I think it's gonna be
Yeah,
like
but
a
also
mix
with New
between a
York plates,
husky
it
and
would
a
make
German
sense.
Shepherd or something.
Yeah, but German Shepherd, Husky, it looks like a big dog. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Jake isn't a dog scientist.
Play any dog.
It's
who are
vaguely
able
dog
to,
shaped.
The funny thing is, like, technically any dog who are able to pull a sled can be classified as a husky, which is the funny part.
do we need to run the scene where we all make our arrangements, or do we just want to skip to us leaving?
We can skip to leaving. We've had a scene or two with your talking to your various touchstones, right?
Yep.
As far as that goes.
I guess we can just skip and say, oh yeah, we talked to such and such, did such and such, made arrangements.
Moms, I'm sure you're gonna come up with good excuses for why you're going and where you're going, and you're all adults, so it's not like anyone can keep you at home.
Not me, 17.
Yeah, but you also don't have a
Exactly, I
legal
don't need to
guardian
make
to
excuses.
stop you.
Yeah, I can just be like, hey, Arnguff, I'm going to Wyoming, bye. Probably not like
We
that.
are
but,
now
like,
your legal guardians.
Yeah.
We are now your family,
that's the
whether you like it or not.
exactly.
Someone will adopt Jake so you're not
You know
just
what?
packed with family now.
The situation, if he talks about it, will definitely trigger Skitters' ban. So, if he feels like talking about it, Skitters will be obliged to help him.
Jake feels deeply embarrassed about it, so he will not.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the idea. We're all just gonna pile into the Winnebago,
Yep.
Yeah,
and
Bryce will bring a couple of road trip knickknacks.
Yes. Yeah, this time you're leaving the city, so you're gonna leave your touchdowns behind. You're gonna leave again. You're gonna leave anything that's not in the Winnebago behind. Anyone have any resources in this group?
I've
Double
researched
check.
one.
No, I do not.
Miles has a couple.
But I'm not destitute, so I can be like, hey parents, can I borrow this?
And
Oh, by the way, to clarify, the clothes Jake has are bound to him, right? So that.
yep.
Alright, good.
Asking about resources. So
If not, you can ask me again.
Storm Speaker
oh wait, I
Skitters
don't have
has
that,
some reason, which is weird for a Bognor, but
He's got one resources to say, because he's always, if Skitters is off screen, he's robbing something from somebody.
that makes sense. Your resources
he did just pull out a Rolex.
are not a part of. Let's just say that your resources are not the result of salaried work.
Yeah.
Could I just bring a couple of knickknacks? I don't really have resources, but I'm just like, oh, I want to bring a flashlight and like one of those cooling, it's called like that you can put cold things in and they'll keep cold for like a certain amount of time.
Thermos?
No, it's like a bag.
Freezer
oh, right.
box.
Yeah.
Except it's not powered. It's just you put something cold in there and it stays
Yeah.
colder for longer.
And you put some ice with it. And, yeah.
Mm.
I don't remember the name either right now because.
A
I
freezer
don't even
box.
remember what it is in Norwegian. I just know it's a thing because
A
I've
freezer
used
box
it on
is
road
right.
trips. Yeah, I guess it would be a freezer box, just not a powered one.
This is a camper van. A Winnebago is a camper van, so it will have stuff like a fridge and a
Oh yeah.
little kitchen and a toilet in it.
Like
I
Sean,
think-
you know.
I think since Miranda is leaving at the end of this session, she'll have 6 XP, regardless.
Yeah.
So she could gain 2 dots of resources, and I was thinking of role playing that as she's just been informed by her mom that she opened up a
Savings account.
no necessarily savings account. It's not an inheritance. It's a trust fund
Ah.
with some of the money from
Oh my gosh.
the life insurance in her name.
You're a trust fund baby now. Congrats.
But that's an easy way
A
to.
little bit late trust fund baby, but one nonetheless.
Well, it's a grief fund, baby.
Grief fund, baby. Oh well. Early in the morning, we are taking off. So it's gonna be a Saturday, actually. Saturday, May 22nd. And I guess Miles is driving. And then it's up to you how you claim shotgun and everything else. At least the first shift as we're getting out of the big city.
Bryce is in the back napping because you told her to meet up at 5 a.m.
Yep. It's just to beat traffic, beat the rush hour traffic, really, what it's about.
Yeah, Kate's gonna be, I guess, in shotgun then, because she lives in student accommodation, so she's probably already been awake for too long.
That makes sense.
Sure, it's very cheap, but it's very cheap because there is constant disruption.
Yeah, certainly on a Saturday morning, like Friday night to Saturday morning in student accommodations in May
Yeah.
It was a party all night, and you could probably hear some beds going up against the wall dunk, because people were getting their freak on, because that's what you do when you live in a bunch of people aged 24 to 18, high on hormones and getting their stress release after a long term. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of hookups, is what I'm saying.
Shocker.
Might even be one of the local students they're trying to hook up with Miranda. Not because
Miranda is not
she's
interested.
particularly hot or anything, but because she is a young woman who is walking around on two legs and exists.
Oh.
After a certain level of alcohol content.
Yeah, I think she's gonna try to coerce a spirit of sleep to possess him.
Yeah,
so
that
he
could work.
sleeps off.
Yeah.
Roofie! You roofied him!
Yes. Spirit roofied him. So-
I put him in the recovery position outside of my 4-person share room.
He's not gonna be hard to. You just give him a light push with the spirit who does it, because
Yeah, like this spirit's been fighting this guy for a long time. Once in.
and this guy has had enough. He has probably some blood left in his beer, inside his body, and it's gonna be without those his senses being as numbed as they are. It's gonna be fairly easy to just How are others gonna take this as you are heading out? What are you gonna tell your girlfriend, Goatee, Skitters?
I'm going to tell Jane that got a lead in Wyoming that there's an oil or a cattle guy out there who's supposed to keep all his money in a safe because he doesn't trust banks.
She might just want to tag along.
Oh, I'll follow off by asking her to investigate the company for the next thing.
Here? In New York, she says?
Yeah.
If the guy is in Wyoming, all the records
No,
will be over there.
No, investigate this security company I'm setting up for my next job.
The security... Okay, so that's the other heist. Yeah, I'm on it.
Yeah. Okay, great. I need you here to, because I don't want to get behind on that, and this Wyoming opportunity just came up, and
Sure.
plus the guys I'm going with, I trust them a bit, but I don't trust them around you. They're a bit handsy, if you get my meaning.
I can handle myself. She looks at you a bit grumpily.
I know you could, and that'd be the problem. Then we'd be down a guy because you'd have killed him.
Okay, that's fair. She has to agree with that. Is fair.
Great, now we have to rob a cattle baron to maintain Skitter's cover.
We were going to do that anyway. Skitters is not leaving Wyoming without robbing a cattle barn.
Ah, yeah. Our journey begins. Towers of glass and concrete looming over the choked avenues. Steam vents hissing beneath the grime-streaked sidewalks. The air smelling of exhaust, ambition, and exhaustion as drive out of the big city and across the big bridges. You'll hear the sirens call of actual sirens, because that is what you hear in big cities, in that jungle of metal. Of course, a couple of hours of driving out of New York City will have you in New Jersey, which is still very urban.
New Jersey? I agreed to go to Wyoming, but I never said I'd be in New Jersey. You lied to me.
It's just temporary, really.
I have to have a shower after we pass through it.
Yeah, no, you're going across, you're taking Highway 78 and going out along, passing by Newark which is in New Jersey. And with that, a few hours after that, you're going to be starting to get away from the major metropolitan area that makes out like Metro New York and the tri-state area. Basically, that entire area around the Hudson River is one big metropolis divided into a whole bunch of different municipalities and, in fact, several states. So, jurisdictions are drawn, but people... like state lines and municipal lines are drawn, but people commute anyway, right? So I don't know if the first day will be... I think the first morning will be mostly just urban cityscapes of various kinds. First New York City, and then through Newark and New Jersey, and so on and so forth. And I think it's gonna take until probably noon on the first day, when you're starting to leave suburbia or smaller cities, civilization in the strongest sense of the word, behind, and the Appalachian foothills will begin, with a highway winding through more rolling green hills covered in oak and pine. You'll see abandoned railways here and there in the shrubbery, shuttered coal towns nestling in the valleys, half swallowed by time, fog clinging to the hills. And I think Jake is used to the terrain after having been up in the Adirondacks. Those mountains, because I can pronounce things perfectly here. But Skitters is... Wait, trees?
Yeah, like Jake has like... Jake has
Central
survival. He's used to this shit. Yeah.
No, but that's mainly city stuff. I think it's not the trees. It's
Nope.
when if we pass through like lots of like farms and stuff, that would scare them. All that grass.
Oh yeah, you can see cows.
That's unnatural.
You can see cows. You can see there are meadows here and there.
Yeah, I guess to pass the time, maybe Jake and like starts bullshitting about shit he sees like on the countryside. Maybe talking about like different types of cows and just shit like
Brown
that.
cows, spotted cows, yellow cows. Wait, what? White cows?
Probably. Like... No, it's like you get what I mean. Fuck it.
Yes. Yeah, you've left New Jersey behind and you're in Pennsylvania now.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
And
Finally free of that.
Not happy to be in Pennsylvania.
Why was that a yay?
No, that was a genuine yay because
we're out
Skitters
of
is
New
from
Jersey.
New York, so naturally he hates New Jersey.
That makes sense. Yes. But this time, unlike last time when you were going through a moon bridge, this time you are driving yourselves to your destination far in the distance, and you get to know where you're going, which you didn't know last time, and you get to see all the landscape on the way as well, which is maybe nice.
Yes. We narrowly
nice.
avoided the random encounter with the Jersey Devil. We should be happy.
Oh, dang it. I have to roll random encounter. Anyway.
What about the giant kraken in the Midwest?
Also, as we're traveling through the Appalachians, that's got to be
Bigfoot?
the closest thing to the Umbra that isn't in the Umbra.
I suppose it would be, wouldn't it?
Like, the spirits there, I
Appalachians?
imagine, would be massive.
Are we looking in there? I don't know if there's any point.
During one of the rests, if we're resting in Appalachia and we're spending the night there, sure.
We actually stop in
I
all
feel
the
like-
random shit.
No, you don't have to.
yeah, we
it's
don't
gonna be in
rest,
the afternoon, basically.
Shame.
I'm gonna say that you're spending your first night in Western Pennsylvania.
Does that mean by the time we arrive, we're all at 4 rage?
Why
One,
would you be
because of the
for-
moon,
Yeah,
and 2, because of being trapped in this car.
together, yes. clearly. Speaking of the
If I
first
had a song
night,
one more time.
I'm sure it's going to be fine, though. It's all good. Western Pennsylvania, it's evening time now, and you're trying to find a good motel or what have you, but I guess, is Miles
Wait,
tired
motel?
now? What was that?
I thought we were doing shifts.
Yeah.
Like sleeping in
because you can just keep driving forever, because...
Yeah.
I think the car
Also,
may
I
need
feel
a
like
break
in a day-
every once in a while.
Also, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like in a day's worth of travel, I feel like at this point we could have already been at least Ohio.
I guess the only time we need to actually stop is
Like,
for gas.
Ohio, maybe even Indiana. I feel like we could do it. Because, like, in one day I got from Oklahoma City to Jackson, Mississippi.
That's fair.
I
That's
feel like
fair. If you're driving 12 hours straight, you will, in fact, get right past the Rust Belt and everything. Okay, we're just motoring through Western Pennsylvania, and because why did I think of that? Like, you have a Winnebago. You just sleep in the Winnebago as someone else is driving, and every once in a while you stop at a gas station. I don't know if you're gonna like to stop at an Omicron gas station, though. Omicron oil gas station. You have bad memories from Omicron oil up in northern Canada, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as this one isn't
Every time
covered
we
in, like,
stop at one,
fungal
we
growths.
could just jump into the Umbra and clean it up.
Okay, now there were two people speaking at once.
I was just saying, as long as it's not covered in fungal growths, there's not much we can do.
Exactly.
If it is, we can just jump into the Umbra every time we stop at one and see if it needs cleaning up.
Side mission.
At least one thing will happen on your way here. This is going to be then, I guess, mid-afternoon in Western Pennsylvania, where whoever happens to be driving at the moment, because we're taking turns, it's going to be...
Oh.
There's 3 people.
It's going to be Jake.
Huh?
Jake is driving
yes.
at the moment, yeah.
What? No, I'm not driving.
No.
Well,
The
I don't have a
drivers
license.
are...
Oh,
The 3 drivers are Miles, Miranda, and...
you're right.
Fine.
Sorry.
Guys.
Oh, and also, it's Miles Winnebago. Miles seems like a guy who'd want to drive his...
Okay, Bryce is driving at the moment.
Alright then, I guess not. Sure, man, fuck it.
He drives, but he can drive 8 hours, and then someone else can take over and let him rest.
Yeah, we pasted the driver in training thing on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need a separate driver's license for a Winnebago? I don't know. I'm not going to go into
No,
that
you need one
detail
for,
right now. Thank you very much.
I do know that you need a separate license for semi-trucks.
Yes.
I don't think for Winnebagos, I think, and they're just like the right size that you don't like.
I'm looking at a map of the highways of the United States. We could, funnily enough, end up taking a highway through Chicago up to Wisconsin and then go straight into Wyoming.
You will indeed go through Chicago, yes.
That's funny.
So they don't meet as some silly vampires. No,
But I was going to say that, Bryce, you managed to take a little bit of a wrong turn and end up in an abandoned coal mining town in Western Pennsylvania. It seems empty, but you'll see a squatter there. And get the hell out of here, you... We've declared this place sovereign! And he just brandishes a rifle.
Oh, it's a fucking sovereign citizen.
We've declared independence from the United States.
Does this place look wormy?
No.
Yeah, looking out, like, I'll spend willpower.
It could just be a crazy guy.
Activating penumbral sensors. Is there anything attached to this guy or this place?
No. He's
just crazy.
Umbra, this...
Able to drive past this place.
The Umbra is not a joyous place. There's Weaver spirits who have... It's like a conflict where the wild spirits are slowly choking out the Weaver spirits. But there's also this damp cloud of bitterness attracting spirits who would feed off of such negative emotions.
I know exactly what they want to do here.
Look, I'm just gonna say, American, like, your average, like, small kind of guy. He is like basically a member of the clan. This could just be an asshole.
Going to like walk to him in an unthreatening way and see if I
Can I do
can
something?
see what his deal is.
He's gonna shoot you.
Yeah, don't
Well-
walk towards him. He'll probably just shoot you and then claim self-defense after the fact. And probably get away with it because small town cops and courts are fucking corrupt as shit.
There is no sheriff in this place.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to call.
I'll try to shoot us all.
So you're gonna persuade him? Is that what we're trying?
What's the goal?
Actually, you.
Driver, can I do something here?
You're the driver. Yes.
Yes.
Getting out is.
No,
I would
wait,
like-
let Dami go first with her idea.
Stare down
Ah.
would be a typical thing to use, sir. Which he is just gonna look this guy in the eyes and honk the horn and revving up the engine. She is basically just saying, "Hey, get out of the way, or I'm gonna run you over."
Get out of the way. Over.
Hey, that's polite for a werewolf.
Yeah. This guy's. Huh. So that means that you get to. What is it? They're likely to yield. Yes. He's gonna be running out of the way. Holy shit! God damn it!
And yeah, she revs it, driving past his place if she could.
Insult to injury.
Okay,
Very well.
There.
then
Imagine you're like about to open the door and then just like noom, the car stops
Exactly.
going.
exactly. That was pretty good
That works.
use of stare down, Dami.
Yep. And
It will be more
by-
useful than I expected it to be.
And it is pretty useful, isn't it? By the time, so that's gonna be like, yeah, that happened at, I guess, shortly after noon, because you started driving at 5. So by the time you're hitting midday, you've already been driving for 7 hours.
Yeah.
The only true
maybe
delays
6.
here will be like rush hour traffic and such. But since you got out of New York Metro before rush hour, you didn't get stuck in it. It's been going pretty smooth. However, you are then ironically going to hit rush hour traffic as you are approaching Chicago, which is, of
Amazing.
course, gonna slow you down. But just because we have the chance here, I do have to bring on the Chicago skyline for us, don't I? Because, let's face it, we haven't had the chance to see the Chicago skyline with this crew before, have we?
Huh.
We haven't exactly seen Chicago much in the day, is what we're.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not the day this time either, because when you're arriving, it's getting 6 or 7 or starting to.
Yeah,
It's
starting to go
night
down.
is gonna fall over Chicago. You're literally getting into Chicago as night is falling. On the first
As we enter Chicago, for some strange reason, I just had this weird chill up my spine. Anyway.
Yeah.
There's a scary voice in my head. Oh no.
Sorry.
It's a valley
Sorry.
girl for some reason.
You're not technically
Bryce is
going.
asleep in the back of the car, having a. What's it called? A sleep paralysis, just like.
Exactly. The best way to go is, of course, not going straight through
Yeah.
the big city itself. So you would be going up to Gary, and then you would take like a slightly southern route, so you can see the skyscrapers of Chicago in the distance in the north, but you don't have to enter the city. You can just skirt it on the southern side.
Man,
Okay,
I don't know
let's
why,
try-
everyone. I'm just thinking really hard about the word for.
Was that your mic
What?
cut out?
I said as Jake. I'm just suddenly thinking about the word foreshadowing.
Oh, that word.
Yeah, I don't know why. Just who knows?
I guess we wouldn't have any reason to stop here unless somebody had told us to stop off at the dunes and see the bone gnawer there.
Exactly.
Yep.
By the
Bono
time
might
you
be dead by now.
By the time you get to Chicago, you have, of course, passed through all the cornfields of Ohio and the Indiana farmlands, which is the monotony stretch. Everything looks exactly... You've gotten through the hills of the Appalachia, and now you're in the Midwest, and it's really flat. Grain silos, roads cutting through like surgical incisions, but it's flat, straight, and forgettable. But at least easy to drive, which is good for,
just like home.
Miranda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would just be like a interesting like juxtaposition, because yeah, like the cities are a bastion of Weaver spirits, but also all of these industrial farms would also be a bastion of Weaver spirits.
Yes, they would.
Because the wild isn't getting near those things.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. This is just another form of the Weaver, really.
As a
Yeah.
person who lives in the plains, driving through the plains makes you... Wow.
Yeah, there's nothing natural about them.
It's,
Yeah, so everyone roll a Hirano check for having to drive through...
Said the guy from Oklahoma.
Exactly. It's plains, it's spiritually and emotionally draining.
Plains and more plains. There's
Exactly.
most people born in Alberta that I know love the plains. It's where they feel the most at home, because it's like the open skies and the horizons far away, and they feel
Not me.
amazing about the plains.
Whenever I see an empty field, I just want to put a gun in my...
Oh,
In the Umbra, of course, these, as you say, Weaver Walker.
yes, I'm Weaver. I have
The,
become Weaver.
The fields will be cordoned off by the pattern spiders, and each plant has been engineered and dealt with in a way so that they can optimize the crop output. And like the plants themselves are not free to grow wherever they want. Everything here is ordered in straight lines. If you're looking at the corn plants in the Umbra, I guess they would look something like a whole bunch of... It's plant spirits, but these are plant spirits conscripted for a cause, standing at attention in military precision, in precisely the way wild plants would not.
Or it's a section of the earth where it has a spirit associated that's been like forcibly bound up to follow the instructions of the pattern spiders.
Yep. Or both.
Or both. Most likely both.
Most likely both.
The plants are volunteers, the ground isn't.
Exactly. I guess you're gonna drive for the most part during the night, passing Chicago. You're probably gonna get stuck in some traffic around Chicago, because that makes sense given the time you get there. But even if that is delaying you by an hour or two, you're gonna leave the Chicago metro area at about 9-ish at the latest. And then you're heading straight west towards, right through the rest of Illinois, which is also just fields and more plains and the monotony belt. You're gonna get out into Iowa, which is also fields and fields.
Don't worry. If you like those fields, there's more.
Exactly.
You feel your popcorn.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this next section of
This,
fields.
like, the U.S. between the Rockies and the Appalachians are basically
It's a
flat.
giant
It's basically
plain.
flat.
Literally, Kansas is flatter than a pancake. This is scientifically proven.
You can put like one of these like the water compasses that you use to build with, and it's just going to be completely level. Water level is what it's called. Yeah. I don't know, probably early in the morning. You're crossing across the Missouri River. The landscape opens wide. You're going to cross these long rust-streaked bridge. There might be a thunderhead or two in the distance, and it's going to become a little bit wilder. Sure, there's a lot of farms around the highway in particular, but there will be more room for wild spirits, particularly around the tributaries to the Missouri, I think.
Oh, while we were in Iowa, Miles wanted to stop at Iowa 80 because it's legendary as the world's largest truck stop. And it's like luxurious. There's showers and barber shops, and it's just the dream of somebody who's getting harried from life on the open road.
Nice.
Sorry, I got fucked there. What'd you say, Roger?
While we were in Iowa, Miles wanted to stop at the Iowa 80 truck stop. It's the largest in the world, and it's luxurious.
Maybe all right, then let's say we make a quick stop there, and then.
I have a feeling that's going to be like, it's a truck stop. It's going to be ample cause for distraction given the probably illicit activities going on around that truck stop and potential worm infiltration associated there too.
Just don't think about it too hard.
Don't know.
Worm infiltration? That sounds like something we could do as we're here.
I'm going to say, what happens when the RV breaks down? Because it will. Sooner or later. And why not make it in western Iowa? Like, the morning after, like, you've been... This is like your second day, and you're mid-morning in Iowa, and the thing breaks down.
Would you say an engine is craft rather than technology?
I feel like an engine technology.
Yeah.
Especially in 1991, I think it's craft because you're
Nah.
building it.
It depends on how.
I mean, if you have a specialty in it, then maybe.
I feel like it's
I'll find it.
technology, but you could get like a specialty in, say, mechanics.
But
Then, to be fair, yep. Right now, as glasswalkers, we get a bonus to technology, but also this is Miles's car.
Winnebago, yeah.
Winnebago. So does it have
Yeah.
a spirit associated if he's been living in it for many years?
Yeah, and also,
not
I mean,
yet.
Miles-
Not until he invested as a talisman.
Yeah, and also, I'm gonna be honest, Miles seems like the kind of guy who, if you were to look at the like parts of his Winnebago funny, he would scalp you.
Yeah.
Miles doesn't even have to roll for this because this thing out.
Like the back of your hand.
Yeah, like the back of your hand. The only problem is, of course, that there is a bit of a thunderhead close by. Let's see how quickly Stormspeaker can fix the Winnebago with a dexterity technology roll, requiring 3 successes.
Under what
Maybe
though?
he could also speak to the storm to get it to pass them over.
Don't. That was a gamble the first time.
He does. He is called Stormspeaker, aren't you?
But you don't have to talk to every storm.
It's just-
Do you need
It's
to
like-
fight every Bane?
No.
We can't stop to talk to everybody, says Mom, trying to be. Can't stop to speak
Also,
to
I
every story.
don't want you to accidentally piss it off, and then us get struck by lightning 37 times.
It would make things interesting.
Oh, fuck off.
I got three successes.
You did. You fixed the Winnebago, and
Things being
you can...
interesting isn't in the spirit of a road trip. You're supposed to want to die.
So I think Stormspeaker is going to be the next one to drive, because you're going to drive the Winnebago through some really bad weather, including hail and hopefully not a tornado touching down, because we are not in Tornado Alley necessarily. That's much further south, but tornadoes will hit here as well every once in a while. Absolutely. You know what's up next on your road trip here? Nebraska.
Nebraska. Yep. Yeah. I thought that you were talking about some sort of event and not the state. Yeah, Nebraska.
New Jersey Devil. No, we have already passed that point.
Yeah, New Jersey was that was
The
long.
Jersey Devil got lost and is in Nebraska.
We are a step closer, however, to the Oklahoman Lake Kraken. That's a real myth in Oklahoma. The Lake Kraken.
Yes, we drive our Winnebago into the waters.
into the lake.
splash.
Oy.
Nebraska is also the site of a Delta Green short story, just for funsies.
Yep. And oh my god, it's something actually interesting. Nope, it's more fields.
Yep, it is. The Forgotten Sea. Endless flatness. The sky dominates everything. It's an ocean.
We thought we were missing the fields, so we gave you more fields.
Oh, yeah. There are fields of corn, soy, cows, horses, grain elevators. Like
this is what I'm talking about, man.
You are now in the prairies, properly. The towns are small, tired, scattered. The Stetson hats are everywhere. The towns are built around gas stations and silos. Long, straight highways stretch without end, framed by the barbed wire fences, of course, of the farmsteads around. This is like dangerous country to drive in if there is not a storm going on. Both if there's a storm going on and not a storm going on. If there's a storm going on, it's dangerous because the storm might grip your Winnebago and just flip it if it's strong enough.
Yeah, Oklahoma is called Tornado Alley for a reason.
But this is north of Tornado Alley. There will still be tornadoes here.
Yeah, it's not as bad.
It's not as bad.
Is it tornado season?
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
But you might luck out because anyway, the other danger is just the monotony. There are more dangers driving on the plains than driving along the coast because drivers tend to fall asleep more frequently on these plains because it's literally just a straight line.
Yeah, literally you would be safer if you played like TikTok brain rot while driving, pretty much. Listen to the audio, not the video.
We are kept awake by our rage, clearly.
Yeah. No, in other areas, the road will turn around landscape features like hills and mountains and rivers and forests and whatnot. So you can't see that far ahead necessarily. Even if you can see far ahead, there will be curves. You have to actually use the steering wheel occasionally.
Yeah.
Not here.
Attention.
Here you're sitting here and staring at the flatlands and going in a straight line.
It's just mindless vroom vroom.
Yes.
It's literally desert bus.
Yes, it is. And I guess by the time, so I'm going to calculate here. We left at 5 a.m. 0500 from New York City. You're going to arrive sometime in mid-morning, day and a half later. So 26 hours later, basically, is what it takes. Which means that you're overnight, you're traveling over, oh my god, you're traveling at night across Nebraska? That's even more dangerous. It's like, I'm falling asleep here and ending up in a ditch. Yeah. The shift system will have to work, my friends, because otherwise you're going to end up in a ditch.
The story of the Ken Kesey and the Merry Pranksters, the LSD activists from back in the 60s. They drove around America in a psychedelically painted school bus called Further. And there's stories, and I think there's film of it as well, where the guy who was supposed to be driving just gets up and walks back down the bus while the bus is still moving. And probably the only reason they could get away with that is that in some parts of America there's 40 miles of road before there's a curve.
Yep, this is it.
Yeah.
But by the time the sun comes up, you are going to be leaving Nebraska and starting to get into Wyoming. And you know what? You can see a rise! Like, it's not just flat anymore. There's features to the landscape.
So anyway, you will be starting this story with 4 aggravated willpower damage.
The air is going sharper. The clouds, they're racing across over rocky soil, sparse pines. Hills become buttes and then slowly mountains, and you'll have the black hills rise like ancient teeth sacred and foreboding. And that is where we're entering Wyoming, and I think this is an excellent place for us to pause the story. And yeah.
Yeah, like we get to
Everybody's
Wyoming,
tired.
it's like the liberation of France, okay?
You're like, look, I can see a feature. There's like a thing going up. I don't know what is remember. Oh, it's a rock. It's a hill. That's what it's called. And so on. Yeah, after this long road trip across the American prairies, we thank you for being with us. Maybe we should raid someone today. What do you think? Should we raid someone? Obviously, we should raid someone, right?
Raiding time!
Yes. Raiding time.
I'm sorry, it's still Nordic heritage.
Yes. That is exactly what it is.
He has an instinctual need to raid things.
Exactly.
Yes.
Remember, subscribe, all the icons, keep in touch with the Sept. And now we're going over to Infinite Monkey Tales, who are playing The One Ring, A Summons of Stone, Session 8. And we're starting in about 10, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom!